So, I have a subject. I'm a boomer. Number one, in the 60s, we had social issues that we fought for. Civil rights, equality for all, female rights, and world peace, anti-war. Gee golly shucks, I think that helped this country. What do you think? Guess what? Birth control pill was developed then. Pantyhose. Do you remember pantyhose? Well, we created them. Walkman. Walking music, portable music. Floppy disk. Oh, the cell phone that you love so much. Oh, yeah. Email. Oh, and you love email too, right. The MRI machine. Digital cameras. Post-its. First commercial barcode scan. Inkjet printer. First cell phone call was made in the 1970s or 60s. That's a boomer. The VCR. The microcomputer. Oh no. How could we possibly do that? Apple computer. GPS. Satellite. Oh, we put a satellite up in the sky, guys, so you could have these cell phones and work these computers and do everything that you do. Contact lenses, so people could see better and didn't have to have glasses. Oh my. That's a disaster for this country, right? Yeah, guys, what do you think? Oh, well, let's go on just a little bit. You know, I don't want to spend hours saying everything that the boomers did, but let's just talk a little bit. ATM, computer mouse, the laser, LED lights, programming language. Remember Microsoft? Kevlar, handheld calculator, halogen lamp, spaceware, liquid paper, zip codes, and 911. I could go on and on. So, we brought a lot of value, a lot of inventions. Civil rights was huge. Female rights were huge. These were things we didn't have. When we talk about female rights or women's rights, we're not talking about men in this scenario. I worked in an office. I worked there for years, 10 years. The first 7, I was a manager. And it took me 2 years to work myself up to a manager. And there were men in the office. I had 19 people. I had the largest department. I put in the first computer mainframe. I could go on and on. I was making half the salary of the other managers who were not all men. We had 2 females. I was making half their salary. Women's rights, we wanted to have equal salary. If we're in an office, if I'm in an office and I'm doing the same job and more than you're doing, why are you making double the money? And my boss would say, well, because I have children. I have children. I was a single woman with a child. So to me, it was really vital about money. I wanted to make good money. I wanted a good retirement. Well, it didn't last, but once I got the raise, but we're not going to go there. I'm just saying that's what we were fighting for. Civil rights. You know exactly what civil rights were. We were fighting for equality, for not any segregation. Fighting for people. It doesn't matter what color. We should all be together. We should all be able to sit at a counter together. We should all be able to go to school together. We should all be together. And color shouldn't matter. So, we fought for that. I don't think the boomers destroyed this country. We made lots of mistakes. There is no doubt about that. We've made a ton of mistakes. But the reality is, we did a lot of good. And when I hear someone disparaging the boomers and saying how we destroyed the country, it kind of upsets me. Because we know they're wrong. Now, we've broken a lot of barriers. We have broken tons and tons of barriers. We broke away from all the restrictions, and women being able to work means they can have Social Security in their own income. And if someone dies, then they're not left stranded with no money whatsoever. It was really important. You know, we wanted to own land, we wanted to have credit cards, we wanted all of this. And through the generations, we fought for it. Yes, I've moved. Going to the back, it's a little darker. So, now let's talk about, we had a man walk on the moon. Boomers did that. Not any other generation. That's us. The Congress and presidents have borrowed from Social Security $1.7 trillion. And to any of my research, they haven't put it back. But they're going to cut Social Security. And why would they do that? Why don't they just pay the money back? Your guess is as good as mine. But now, after all these accomplishments that we have made to our country, we are now being abandoned and treated like crap. No housing, going to cut Social Security. All Medicare is going up, taxes are going up on our houses that we paid for, that we worked so hard for. Insurance is going up. Everything's going up for seniors, as well as everyone else. But seniors are affected the most. We're just treated like, you know what. Why? Why is it that our government is treating us like this? What's going on? Does anybody really know? By putting us in a $45 trillion deficit, they can't pay us back. I don't think they ever had an intention. They're using it for illicit uses, giving it to people who never paid a dime in taxes. This is what I'm understanding. So, it makes no sense. But we certainly are a burden to them, aren't we? Just a total burden. Never were when we were younger, when we did all this, when we fought in a war where they drafted everybody, you didn't have a choice. Didn't think about that, did they? Didn't care. Your opinions would be appreciated. But please don't be political. This is, both sides have done this. Both sides. So, let's not point the fingers at any one party. Both sides have done this to us. And now they just want to abandon us to no land, or van dwellers, or homeless, whatever. They're just trashing us. I want to thank you for subscribing, watching, and sharing. I'm sorry if this has disturbed you, but I'm very concerned about the futures of our seniors. And we contributed a lot to our country. I don't know about you, if you're a senior, how you feel. But I do know this is disturbing to me. Watching so many seniors being forced out of their apartments, out of their houses. For what purpose? What's the purpose? Well, the purpose must be we're just trash. Just get rid of us as soon as possible. Make sure our health care is not costing anybody anything. And just dump us like the trash. I guess the newest dumpster is the streets.